Good everyone, Len the Crafty Cranker here. Just here now to demonstrate. I'm going to make a hat, a beanie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast on and start my cast on here. And I want to thank everybody for coming in or watching this video. And so I'm just going to start my cast on. So it's very important that you start out right, or you're going to mess up your whole content that you're trying to make. So anyways, I'm going to start here, and these are all numbered, all these. If you look real close, you might be able to see the numbers. I'm not really sure if you can focus, but the one I'm starting out with is the number 1, and this is the 48 sentro. So the tail, I'm going to leave maybe about a foot to start out. I'm going to start in behind the white. So here, and I got my my wool here, my yarn. So here we go. So my first one, I went in front of the white. So I'm going to go behind the next one, in front of that one, behind, in front, all the way around. And make sure that you don't miss any, or you have to start over. So I'm going behind that one peg, there, in front, until I get to my first round. So I hope everybody can see this okay. Behind, in front. And go slow your first round or so that way it's catching. In front of that one, behind, in front. There, in front of that one, behind, in front. There, I'm almost got my first round in front of that one, behind, all the way around. Going slow, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. There. So I got my first round in. So you want to make sure that it's behind the last peg. If not, then you have to figure out where you went wrong. And make sure these are all down in behind. Like that. And I'm going to put this on my tightest tension. Right there. I put it right into my tightest tension. So anyways, now I'm going to start my counter, reset it. And I'm going to do about 90 rounds. And so anyways, yeah, today is Wednesday, February the 4th, I think. Yeah, today was laundry day. So go real slow the first round, making sure you're catching these all. So there's my first round. So I'm going to continue on and do about, for the beanie hat, I'm going to go around 90 rounds, and it's going to be doubled. So I'm just continuing on here. Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching a few podcasts there, and yeah, I like quite a few of them that I watch. Kim and Needles at the Ready, Kevin and Ray, and Juan the Yarn Addict, Juan and Jaxie, Creations by Jaxie, and a whole bunch of them. Ivy B Creates, and Mara. Yeah, a few names there I'm just throwing out there. I watched a little bit of Russ last night, the Raining Yarn. Yeah, I like Russ here. He does quite a bit for the community, and so do most of the other people that I mentioned, like Juan and Jaxie and a whole bunch of them. They donate yarn, and they help other people out the tent, and Missy. Missy's cottage. Yeah, she's nice. And yeah, I reached a milestone. I reached over 100 subscribers on my channel, and I've been at it for about a year now. I started there the 1st of February last year, and the first 5 or 6 months there, I just did the round looms and made a bunch of stuff on that. And with the round looms, you can do a little bit different kind of stitches on it. This one here is a little bit more difficult to do. Yesterday, I made some socks. I'm just going to put you on pause for a second, and I'll show you the socks, the tube socks I made yesterday. Yeah, the tube socks I made yesterday right here. There with the cuff. There. Yeah, these were the cuff. What I did with the cuff, when I was doing my, I would bring my yarn up from behind. I'm just going to switch you over here now. When you're, there we go. So they're the ones that I made yesterday on my, actually I did it on the on the Addy 22. And it was, I did the cuff here. With the cuff, I just brought it up from underneath here. Like sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't. So you're gonna catch your where you started your yarn, and you can bring it up, and when you're going along, you can put it over top of a peg all the way around. And that's how I did the sock with the rim, with the cuff on it. And that was the ones I made yesterday. And so I'm just going to continue on here now. Yeah, it's still going. I wasn't sure if it was still working. So anyways, this is the yarn that I'm using right here, and it's the burgundy. And it's a 408, and it's the Karen Simply Soft Yarn Inspirations. And this is beautiful yarn. And yeah, the burgundy color. And I caked this up here yesterday. I caked up a whole bunch of stuff on my machine that I have. So yeah, that's what I'm using. And I like caking up all my yarn before I even get started. It's a lot easier when you're working these machines. So I'm just going to continue on here. Just cranking away here. Yeah, and I got my my chicken here. I don't know if you can see it or not in the background. My chicken, there's my chicken there. Yeah, I made him. Yeah, so yeah, I'd make up a few of the amigurumis, and I use all my bits and pieces of yarn that I have, my scraps. And I have all my scraps here. Give me a second. I use my coffee tin here to put all my scraps in, and it's full of yarn that I cut up in that when I'm done with all my projects, and I put it all in there. And that's what I do with my scraps. And all my amigurumis are all with scraps. Yeah. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, we got the cabin back this year. Last year we missed out. We didn't go. Just got a little bit expensive, but anyways, we called the guy up, and he had a spot for us, and it was fairly reasonable. So we're going to be heading up there for a couple of months, from July till September. And yeah, I usually go out. We go fishing. I like to fish. I love fishing, and got the kayaks, and the kids can come up, the grandkids and the family. They like to come up and spend a day or so with us, and yeah, we enjoy that. That's our staycation for the year. So that's what we got planned for the summer. Not really much more going on right now. Just kind of working away on some stuff and trying to keep busy here. Retired. There, I'm just going to grab my coffee here. Give me a second. I got some coffee here. I like to drink some coffee. It's a dark roast. There we go. A little bit of coffee. Yeah, it's the Kicking Horse coffee, and it's the bold. I just get it off Amazon, and all my I got a whole box full of stuff here that I buy. All my yarn that I get from Amazon. I like Amazon because I can. It comes within a few days. Everything I buy within the next day. So, and the yarn I get, it's mainly the Caring Yarn Inspiration Simply Soft 4 medium. And yeah, and I get a lot of stuff from secondhand stores. That chicken here that you see, it was from a secondhand store, and that's the yarn right there. And that's just the way it worked up. And it worked up pretty great. So, yeah, I got all kinds of different colors here. And, yeah, it keeps me busy. And so, anyways, I mean, like I said, I reached the milestone for myself, 100, and that's great. I just kind of started just not really to do anything more than just maybe show some of my works and not really get into it too much. And yeah, and if you do like this video, if you like it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, or leave some comments there if you want to see more. I haven't really used this for actually making anything with the machines. I usually just have it already made. But I just decided today I'm just going to maybe show you how I work things up here, and maybe that might be something you want to see more of. And yeah, I got the other, I have an Addy, I have the Addy 22 here. That's the 22. And I have the other one here. This is the 40, the Centro 40, and I had to put the counter on it because it didn't have a counter, and I just kind of threw that on. I hope you can see everything clearly because I'm behind the camera. But anyways, that's the 40. And when you're making something on these machines, it really depends on where you put your tension, because on the tight tension, it's going to make this hat a bit smaller, and there's the medium tension, and then there's the loose tension. This depends on the size and how big or how small you want to make it. It depends on the tension, and it makes it tighter. Makes your stitches a lot tighter with the tight tension, closer together. Like if you look, you can see it's a lot tighter. I like it better that way because that way it stays together nicer. And some people do it different. Just depends on your preference. But that's the way I do my beanie. And I'm about 50, almost 50 rows in right now. Just going to work this up. I'm just going to do maybe 85 to 90 for a beanie, and I'm going to double it. So casting on and casting off is very important, especially casting off, because you don't want to drop a stitch when you're taking it off. So I'm just going to put you on pause for a bit, and And when I'm done my rounds, I'll be back to take it off. Here we go, I'm back. Anyways, I got about 70 rounds in, but if you want to, when you're doing it, just bring this up here so that way it's not dragging down below, and it just helps it out that you're just kind of fold it up like this here, and just continue on. That helps it with the weight. It holds these down so your yarn isn't falling apart on you. So I'm just about done here with this. There, I just got a little bit left to go before I'm done this beanie. And I didn't change colors on this one, but that's another different changing your colors. There we go. I've got about 6 or 7 more rounds to go and I'm done. This is nice, good stretchy yarn too. So it's more so like the beanie. And I have and I made this one here, and I did this one on my 48. And that's when I finished off, and I used the purple and the burgundy for that one, and that was the hat that I made, beanie. Yeah, they're nice and warm and comfortable, and yeah. No, like I say, I started out with the round looms, and then yeah, I tried crocheting. I think maybe I've said it before. I've tried so many times, and I just can't seem to keep the tension. So I just I bought this here, got me going, and I enjoy it. There, just about done. So got a few more here to do, and I'm going to cast off. And I'm going to show you how to cast off. Might take a few minutes, but that way you can give you an idea how to cast off. That those that maybe are new and never had one before and you're curious, there, I'm just going to go to my white peg. There we go. Now that's done. So when you're taking this off, you want to go. I'm going to take this out of my tension. You want to go around at least once and a half with this when you go to cut it off. Give yourself lots. Just go around your machine once and a half, about 1.5 times, and cut it off. So I'm going to cut that off there, like that. So, like you got maybe 2.5 feet here, 2.5 feet. So I'm just going to move my machine here, make sure these all catch in behind. There, so I'm going to grab my needle here. I got my pin cushion here that I have. I just made this little like pin cushion here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, where I got all my needles there. And got my scissors there. And I got my tape measure. So anyways, let me put you on pause for a few seconds and I'll be right back. There we go, I'm back. Anyways, I have threaded my needle. So I'm going to start here. I'm hoping everybody can see what I'm doing. So make sure when you're taking these off, when you go, if you're doing one at a time, that your next peg is up like this, so it doesn't fall fall off, the yarn doesn't fall off the needle. So I'm going to start here with the white peg and bring it through like this here, and pull it through like that, and go to your next one, your next peg, making sure that you slide it underneath there and catch your thread like so. Pull it through, go to your next one, making sure that your next peg is up, sitting up a bit. So I looks like I'm going to do two at a time. And grab the next one. I've gotten a little bit better at taking them off. It takes a bit of practice to get them off. So I'm going to do the next two, making sure the third peg is up, and make sure you catch your thread, bring it over underneath. And these needles here, I bought these at Amazon, and they got kind of like a tip on the end of them, and they're pretty good for these. There we go. Yeah, they got the tip on them, so they're easier to take off when you're running these machines. So I'm going to go to my next one. There. Grab your yarn. Grab your next one. Like so. Pull your thread through. Try and make sure you pull it through, because sometimes if when they're fairly long, they might catch or maybe get a knot in them. So try and make sure that you pull your yarn all the way through. So I'm going to do this here. I'm going to put you on pause. I think you got an idea of how I'm doing it. So I'll put you on pause when I have the hat off. There we go. I'm back. I got my hat here. I'm going to move this here out of the way. And I'm just going to change my camera here. Turn it around so maybe you can see me. There, I'm just going to move this out of the way a bit. So I have my hat here that I finished off. So you want to stretch it out a bit, like that there. There, and I got it all off on without any mistakes. So I'm going to pull these ends together, like this here. Just so I'm catching it here. There we go. And I'm going to grab my thread. I'm going to bring it through, because I'm going to double this hat up. I'm going to take this off here. I'm going to bring my my working yarn through. There we go. I'm going to bring it up here through there, like that there, and grab this end here. I got it pulled through. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab the other end, and I'm going to pull it tight there and bring it up. Hoping you can see what I'm doing here. Grab the end there, like that there. I'm not going to put a pom-pom on this one. There we go. And make sure that you got everything here pulled together. Tighten that up. There we go. So anyways, there we are. Got that finished up. There. So anyways, I'm going to throw this on here. Show you what it looks like. done. I haven't finished it off, but I'm just gonna tie these two together like that there. So and this was 85 rounds for this hat. There we go. So there we go. And all I'm going to do is just tie these together, and I'm going to sew these in and secure it. So there we are. Here's my beanie. And that was 85 rounds on your Centro 48. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm going to make sure I play it first before I put it on. And thanks everyone, and take care.